And welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that break. Hope you enjoyed that duct tape from times gone by. But we are back. We are back with our next series, with our next PvP between these two lovely players. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the French Protoss player representing Matcherino Esports. It is Arrogfire. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. Nice. Here we go. The PvPs, they have begun. Arrogfire, of course, just showing off a really solid style against TLO. At moments, especially in game one, it was looking a little bit in trouble, but for the most part, he was able to bring it all back, able to bring it back in the end, and yeah, able to overcome the wisdom, the might that was TLO. But now things are going to get a little bit more chaotic. Things are going to get a little bit more wild in this PvP already. Nice. Interestingly enough, he's going for his initial gateways in his main. Very interesting here. So Nice is going for a 2-gate opener, just like his opponent, just like Arrogfire. But the gateways are in his main base instead of here at the ramp. I should say they're further in. Because of this, that is going to mean that Arrogfire, he can abuse this in a way with a double adept opener. He can shade in, he can shade pass into the mineral line. But in a way, it does mean that Nice has better SimCity here in his main base. It means he can be efficient with his first pylon, and he can even throw down a shield battery here in his mineral line, as Arrogfire goes for a hidden pylon. Okay, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. Nice, he doesn't go for a probe scout, so he has no idea what's happening across the map. Arrogfire does. He's sending his first probe across the map, is going to get eyes on what's going on. Hopefully he checks the entirety of the main base, otherwise he may think that there is a proxy out on the map. Gateways are going to be spotted. First pylon is revealed. And Arrogfire is going to check the left-hand side and is going to come across the second pylon. Oh. As it looks like there may be a little bit of latency going on. I think I saw the spike as well, to be fair. I think I did see it. But hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully everything does settle down. Depths are moving out across the map. And again, I mentioned this earlier. The downside here of avoiding the wall here at the ramp does leave you vulnerable to adepts. Arrogfire is fully aware of that. Adepts are moving out. We have 2 more adepts behind this. And Oracle is on the way as well from this proxy Stargate. A quote-unquote proxy Stargate. It's not really too far out there. Adept shade in. Thankfully, Nice does have units in position. Was waiting for this. And he does shut down the first adept. Not before losing 1 probe. Oh, he's going to lose a second probe as well. 2 probes for 2 adepts. Back at home. Nice going for a hallucinated scout. Trying to figure out what exactly is going on. And so far, so good. Arrogfire really relying on the aggression here, but because Nice is staying in his mineral line, he's looking pretty safe. Arrogfire, he doesn't care. He's diving in anyway. He's going to get a couple of probes. It's another probe, but... oh my god. Get 6 probes in total. We don't have WCS game height, so we're going to have to count. 6 probes in total for 4 adepts. Not really worth it here for Arrogfire, to be honest. It almost feels like Nice is kind of baiting in these adepts, and he's just taking them down one after another. As Nice moves out, we have a second Oracle there. Oh. We have a second Oracle. We can one-shot probes. Arrogfire confirming that there is no saturation here at the natural, as he's getting into his own natural base. Now he spots that the army is missing back at home. Arrogfire, the shield battery is looking a little bit exposed. It is going to go down. Boys have to be pulled. Arrogfire, he was not ready for this attack. Didn't see it coming. Boys are being pulled. Stalkers are going down. We do recall back that Oracle, but it's not going to be enough. The Oracle even falls as well. Nice, doing a great amount of counter damage. This isn't going to snowball out of control. It's not going to snowball into like a victory here for Nice. Arrogfire does hold on to his natural. And Nice has even up the worker count. Despite losing so many probes earlier, Nice has been able to equalize. He has clawed his way back into this. And things are going to be settling down. Both players working towards the Twilight Councils. Both players working towards Blink. Robo is on the way. Or Nice. And with that Robo, he can get into faster Immortal production if he so chooses. He can go into even a third gateway and make a Prism. I doubt he's going to be too aggressive. And yeah, he's even getting ready to expand and take a third base. Third is on the way for Nice. Also on the way for Arrogfire. Go. So everyone's just going to be backing off, going to be expanding, going to be chilling. Taking additional gases. And yeah, despite the chaotic nature of the early game, both players are going to be backing off for the time being. We'll see if anyone goes for, let's say, a faster forge for upgrades. There's that Immortal production that we were talking about for Nice. Again, with these faster Immortals, he will have a stronger army overall. It has an even Stalker count, so that can definitely be impactful for the next fight. Until then, no other major divergences. Not yet, anyway. Arrogfire still at least has an Oracle alive. Don't really know how much damage he can get done, though. There are Stalkers patrolling in the main. No shield batteries. But Stalkers should be enough. As Arrogfire is going to test the waters. Poking towards the third. But the Immortal does reveal itself, and with that, Arrogfire, he has to be very careful with how he maneuvers. Oof. He gets the hell out of there. Behind this, Arrogfire is the first player to get the Forge, so he's going to be working on +1. We'll have stronger Stalkers as the game goes on. Meanwhile, oh my god, Nice going for a massive gateway explosion. 6 gates on the way. I believe he doesn't have charge. Yeah, he doesn't have charge. But he does have a Prism on the way. It looks like Nice is setting up for a 3-base all-in. He has stopped worker production. Speaking of workers, Arrogfire is going to get a couple of probe kills. 3, maybe 4 probes. It's barely 3. At the same time, Arrogfire even picking off an Immortal. Massive pick-off. And yeah, Nice, he's not probing at all. He's waiting for these gateways to kick in. He's moving out across the map with his War Prism with everything he has. It's going to be all or nothing for Nice. I'm pretty sure Charge is late. I'm pretty sure Charge was meant to be with this push so we can warp in Zealots with all these gateways. Regardless, Nice is committing. He's down to 47 probes. Doesn't intend for the game to go on any longer. And Arrogfire. Can he hold on? We have a shield battery, we have an overcharge. Cannons are on the way on the fringe bases. Overcharge is going to be popped with immediately. Nice, he just dives on the shield battery, he takes it down. Massive, oh my god! Massive stasis trap goes off. And that's the game-winning move. Nice is all in. He takes the stasis to the face. He loses half his army. Loses his War Prism as well. And Nice doesn't have any more longevity in this game. He does, like that's it. That's all he had. Nice will lose his entire army. A couple of Stalkers are going to be able to escape. But Arrogfire is chasing him down. Mate, Arrogfire, he He's just snowballing out of control. Charge is now done, and Nice is attempting to reinforce. But Arrogfire has so much momentum going his way. The only thing he doesn't have is a War Prism, so he can't reinforce. But he doesn't need to. GG gets called. And Arrogfire takes game number 1. Oh, GG. Very well played. Yeah, just one wrong move, one misstep there from Nice. That's that one stasis trap going off. Even without it, to be fair, even without the stasis trap, I don't know if Nice had enough to break his opponent then and there, especially without charge lots. I'm pretty sure charge was supposed to be done a little bit sooner. Oh, yeah, GG. GG. Arrogfire with a solid lead in this series. And he's looking to go for another deep run. I say another deep run because it was a couple of weeks ago. Some people may have forgotten this. It was a couple of weeks ago where Arrogfire, I believe he made it all the way to the semifinals. No, sorry. It was last week. He made it to the quarterfinals, and he was the player that eliminated Dark. He took down Dark 2-1. We were lucky enough to cast that series. I remember everyone else was just covering other matches, and everyone was really surprised. Like Artosis and Pig, they were all surprised to hear that Arrogfire eliminated Dark. And now here he is again looking for another deep run. And he go further. It's just really cool to see players like Arrogfire, players like Future as well, getting a lot of support by Maturino. Maturino, they're taking care of their players. Really cool to see. Really cool to see. As the players just getting ready for the next game. Can we have more of El Profesora, please? Yeah, Yaku, he was supposed to cast last night. He was supposed to cast OC King of the Hill, but was a little bit tired. But fun fact, Yaku, he just finished up his semester at school, or at university. And he should be available for some casting next week. He should be available. Sorry, this week. Should be available for at least Grand Platypus Open, maybe Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. Over the weekend. We'll get it. We will get him. And yeah, I'm gonna have to sort out our schedule as well. I have to sort out our schedule. We have a lot of replay casting to do. We're gonna be having a Home Story Cup replay cast, more GSL. More GSL and maybe some other events. Especially considering yeah, considering that there isn't Kung Fu Cup anymore, we may just take a day off on Thursday, or we may go for like an ESL EU replay cast, which would be a lot of fun. Keep an eye out. As we're getting into our next game, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the player leading the series 1-0, the French Protoss player representing Maturino Esports. It is Arrogfire. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. Once again, I'm not too sure about this. I mean, some Protoss players do this. I think I've seen Hearthstone do this as well. But once again, Nice. He throws down his pylon in his mineral line, or next to his base, which means that his ramp here coming into his main is going to be wide open to Glaive Adept Harass, or sorry, to regular Adept Harass. We saw, to be fair, last game, Nice didn't take too many losses. He was able to, for the most part, handle the aggression. Meanwhile, Arrogfire, is setting up for a proxy. This is the thing about Gressvan specifically, is that there are a lot of proxy locations, especially behind these steam vents, behind these rocks as well. Does apply to both players. And Nice, he's going for a bit of a trip. He's setting up for a proxy Stargate. Meanwhile, Arrogfire, this could be a proxy Stargate or even a proxy Robo. Regardless, both players mixing it up. Oh, never mind. Arrogfire, he does back off. Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, is he just gonna leave? No. Pylon is done. What's it gonna be? Stargate for Nice, Robo for Arrogfire. Here we go. Now, the question becomes, will they be able to figure it out? Now, Arrogfire goes for a probe scout. He's checking the main base, and he's confirming, hold up, where's your second pylon? Second pylon is missing. It is somewhere. It's not at home. Meanwhile, Nice hasn't scouted at all. Because there's no probe scout from Nice, he doesn't know that there's a proxy. He doesn't know about the possibility of a proxy. So this is going to be a massive surprise for the Taiwanese Protoss. Meanwhile, Arrogfire, can he correctly read what's going on? As the first Oracle is on the way, looking to make a beeline into the mineral line. I'm going to dive in. Meanwhile, we do have a Prism here on the way for Arrogfire. So it looks like some light aggression from Arrogfire. With this Warp Prism, he can warp in Adepts, and he can shade in. He's checking. He's checking here outside his main base, and he is coming across the proxy Stargate just in time. Oracle is on the way. Stalkers are in position. Arrogfire shouldn't take too much damage. Up. Because Arrogfire does hold on. Meanwhile, across the map, we have that Warp Prism. We should be warping in Adepts of all things, and getting ready to go into the main. As the Stalkers are moving out. Oh, the rest of the army actually being active here for Arrogfire. He can go for Stalkers instead, and that's what he goes for. He's not going for economic damage. He wants to try to bust the natural. He throws out more gateways. He's going all in. 4 gate, 1 base all in from Arrogfire. Stasis Trap is thrown down. Does he see? Up! Up! Does he see? I think he does. Up! Oh my god. The hot Warp Prism Micro. Let's go. We pick up the Stalker. Oh, but he takes the second stasis to the face. It started so well. It started well, but then half his army is going to be caught in that stasis. Good force field was thrown down to just zone away the rest of the army. Oracles are diving into the main. There are Stalkers kept at home. Arrogfire minimizing his losses. Oracles, they don't really get too much done. Yeah, the juggling is looking good. We go for another warping across the map. Overcharge has been spent. We do have a 3rd shield battery on the way at the natural. Oracles are coming back. Yeah, but we have enough Stalkers. We can just out DPS the healing of these shield batteries. The burst damage is too much. And every single Stalker of Nice is going to be going down. Not just the Stalkers, but everything else as well. Yeah, this is just snowballing out of control. We do have an Immortal on the high ground, to be fair. The Immortal doing what it can, but no, it's force fielded away. It can't get close. It's trying. He wants to get involved, but everything else is dying. And now that the low ground has been taken care of, we can push up into the main. GG gets called, and Arrogfire will take the series 2-0. GG. Well played. Arrogfire, he doesn't just take down TLO, he 2-0s Nice, advancing on to the semi-finals. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, that was a pretty tense PvP, to be honest. But Arrogfire, he was able to, with that initial Stalker Sentry opener, he was able to scout. He came across the proxy, And he didn't just initially leave his stalkers there, but even during his all-in, he kept 3 stalkers back at home, which is a really risky thing to do. When you're going all in, as you can imagine, you typically need all your reinforcements, your entire army across the map to end the game. But Arrogfire, he had the wherewithal to keep some units back at home, just in case there was that backstab, so he can keep his all-in going. And yeah, nice. He just, yeah, it was just a bit of a coin flip, going for his own proxy Stargate. A lot of his production was across the map. He wasn't able to make use of his Stargate defensively, making Void Rays or anything like that. And GG. GG. Congratulations. And we can take this moment to catch up here with the rest of the tournament, with the rest of the brackets, figure out what has been going on.